Hey, C.B Smallwood here with another video, and you're watching 100 Days of Drawing Comics. And I think this is day 14. And today I thought I would take a break from drawing my comic to do this. This is actually a old drawing that I did from way back when, I guess, and I'm kind of revisiting it because it has a lot of cool potential. And also, I got some really good tips from some people on Facebook. In particular, a fellow by the name of Mr. Armor, I believe. Well, he doesn't go by Mr. Armor, but that's just the polite way that I refer to him right now. And like, I haven't really got a chance to really review thoroughly his critiques and also compare it to what I've done and what I could do with them. So until I have a chance to really look into that, which would be later tonight, I figured it'd be best to just work on this instead and then go from there. Also, another cooperate with me tripod. Jeez, why is this so difficult? Another quick update. There we go. Sorry, folks. I tried out the photography equipment I've been talking so much about, and I have to say, it kind of blowed a little bit. I mean, I think really I probably wasn't using it in the way that it was intended. And that big, huge, gigantic light bulb that's part of the photography gear, it was so bright that when it illuminated me, like, I got really white. Now, I'm a pale guy to begin with. I'm pretty pale. But I got so white that you couldn't see my eyes, you couldn't see my teeth, couldn't see my nose. I mean, I was just like a sheet of paper. Is crazy. And so, if I do use that lighting setup, I won't be using that bulb, that's for sure. Also want to say, thank you to Mr. Armor and everybody else on Facebook that's taken the time to give me, some really good feedback. Sometimes you ask people for feedback and they don't, you don't really get it. And so anytime somebody takes the time to do that, it means a lot to me. And I want to say too, on the Spider-Man that I'm drawing, I realized that his anatomy is a little wonky, but it still kind of looks cool though, doesn't it? I mean, I think so. I mean, what do you guys think? And I got my son in the next room, and I got the TV really loud. I got some cartoons playing, and apparently he likes cartoons, and he was watching, I think, Finding Nemo last night, and is it Five-O Goes West? No, not Five-O Goes West. An American Tale. I think that's what it was. He watched that too, and right now he's watching Atlantis, a Disney cartoon about Atlantis. Let's see. Earlier I was talking about photography equipment, and yeah, I'll be changing that up. But like, it's all part of the process of doing better with my respective channels across the different social media platforms that I do stuff on. Always trying to do better. Always trying to try new things and keep things interesting, you know. Why did I do this? This is weird. I don't think Spider-Man's got that deal going on. You don't now. Now, as far as like my progress on the comic I'm working on, it's coming along really good, I think. And I will say this: I've actually come up with the logo for the comic, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out. And I think that it may just be something that I'm going to use. It's the title for the comic, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out. And I'm debating it. I may show it to you guys here soon. It's one of these things where, like, do you want to put something out there before it's finished? You know, what if somebody steals it? What if somebody does this and tries to take ownership of something, you know? But, you know, something that Kevin Cross said really stuck with me. It might have been like the very first video that he did, where he was talking about, like, how, you know, he had some of the same worries or concerns, and then he just kind of learned that by putting your stuff out there, you're taking ownership of it. So, you know, I like that. I like that, you know, train of thought, you know. So, that will probably, you know, you're going to see more of me featuring, you know, my characters and the titles and all these little particulars that make my book somewhat unique. But, you know, so far so good. But I just wanted to do this video as like a update to where I'm at, and, you know, what I plan to do, and also to thank everybody. Oh, and what time I'm thinking about it, somebody also mentioned, and I'm terrible with names, and you have to, forgive me for that. I've always been that way. Like, I can remember faces, but it's the names. I'm terrible with them. But somebody on Facebook mentioned that they love my accent, so I appreciate that. Some days I feel like I have an accent, and then other days I don't. But I guess the accent's not really something that you can control. And I always thought that of all the accents to have, that the one from the region I'm from, it doesn't always particularly go over well. Only it only sounds maybe pleasant, coming out of some people's mouths, but out of mine, it doesn't sound that hot to me. Always like the Australian. An Australian accent's the way to go. Does this sound like authentic Australian? Shrimp on the barbie? Is it nice? I don't know. Sometimes I can do a pretty good Australian accent. That wasn't too hot. I need more practice with it. But anyway, folks, I may keep doodling on this a little bit more, and actually try to finish it instead of like leaving it laying around unfinished, whether it's good or not. And as always, please like, follow, upvote, and subscribe. I appreciate everybody that has taken the time to do that. And even if you don't do any of that stuff and you just watch my videos, thank you very, very, very much, because every time somebody does that, it makes doing this stuff that much more worth it. Because nobody wants to upload stuff to the internet just have people not to even watch it. So for people that do take the time to do that, thank you 1,000 times over. And for everybody that's showing me all kinds of love and support, I love you guys too. I really appreciate it. And this is C.B Smallwood, and I will see you again in the next video.